going to create sub-inventory. Okay. Text fields, sub-inventories, and locators. Okay. Three concepts are going to cover. Okay. No questions from yesterday's, right? Yesterday's session.
Yes, Pramod.
Great. All right. So let me go to application. So let me go to application. Now, in Oracle, you also my screen, right?
Yeah, it's a Pramod.
In Oracle, we have concept called as DFF, AFF, and EFF concepts. Okay. Descriptive flex fields, key flex fields, extension. Why do we need these, or what is the purpose of this? Okay. Let's say, for example, now you have got a page or a form. Okay, in Oracle, let's say, for example, inventory organizations. Okay, inventory organizations. You are creating inventory organizations. Okay, Dallas inventory organization you created. Okay, now on the screen, probably you'll see 10 fields or probably 20 fields, standard Oracle fields, which means inventory organization name, location, legal entity, ledger, lot control, or sub inventory information, sourcing information. Okay, there are a lot of fields. Okay, now probably customer wants to capture some additional information from their existing systems, or probably they want to capture some information which are not available on the Oracle page. Let's say, for example, they want to capture inventory type. Okay, this is one field they want to capture. This field is not there. Let's assume. Okay, and they have one more field. Capacity inventory capacity. I'm just giving you a example. Okay, inventory capacity. So, for example, and owned by or operated by. Okay. Okay. Let's say, for example, three additional fields, which Oracle doesn't have. Let's assume which Oracle doesn't have these fields. Okay. Now there's some information they want to capture. Inventory type. This is for example, local or international. This is a value. Inventory capacity. Probably they want to just make sure that items owned by or operated by self or company owned or third party or maybe the actual company, person who owns it. Probably I mean, okay, this is not the supplier or this is not the customer. Just giving you, or else we can say location owned by or operated by. Okay, self or leased. Got it? Some additional information that they want to capture at the information. Huh? Now, these informations by seeded, you'll not have this. You want to create some additional field so that you can capture that information there. Same thing with sub-inventory. Let's say sub-inventory also. You want to capture some additional information. Probably, capacity of the sub-inventory.
Pramod, these field itself is not available in Oracle, right? All
Correct.
these.
Correct. So, which means if you go to inventory organization, it's not just inventory organization. I'm just giving an example for reference. Okay. Now, if
Okay.
you go to, it can be anything. Okay. So, if you go to manage inventory organizations, This is our right. Probably if you see right, you have a lot of fields, but additionally, in case if you want to capture that information, that fields are not here. Correct. So what I'm trying to tell you is now on every page you'll have something called additional information. Additional information where you can capture the details. In case if Oracle is giving you some fields, and on top of that, if you need more fields or more information that you want to capture, what Oracle does, it gives you flexibility to add additional fields so that you can add those fields on the page and you can use to capture additional information. Clear? Is it clear? Clear?
Yeah, Pramod.
Okay. So this is called as descriptive flex fields. Okay, it's called as descriptive flex field, and this is optional. It's not mandatory that you have to maintain this. This is only in case if you want to capture additional information. Okay, which Oracle doesn't give you the flexibility. Okay, so in case if you want to capture some, it can be
Hi,
a
Pramod. Hi, Pramod. I have a doubt.
yeah.
So you are telling that some field we have to add, like descriptions of field. You was said one field name is.
Yes, yes. Nitin.
So you were said on terminology like descriptive field, right? So in this field, if I want do sourcing and filtering from another, like for example, I was using the descriptive field on sales order. Okay. That field has
Okay,
to be updated into the item fulfillment or into the invoice. So I want to do sourcing and filtering with my customized values. So
okay.
is that possible within into that field?
I'll tell you how this works. Okay, so is this concept clear before we move to the next one?
Yeah, it is clear.
Okay, clear. Okay. Now, descriptive flex field. Let's say, for example, you're going to capture this information. These are the three fields that you want to capture. I'll say, let's say, for example, this is called. Okay. Now, what you have options are either you can maintain values or you can have system, you can give free text. It's a free text where you can enter whatever you want to enter.
Yes.
Probably, okay, this is values means you already have a value, so you just select from the drop down. Free text is I can enter anything. User will come
Yeah.
to the screen, you can enter anything. The third option is based on SQL code, SQL table. Okay, which means now let's say for example, you have let's say for example, you have a table. See, basically what happens, every data is stored in the backend tables, correct? Now rather than you creating the values, now let's say for example, names, employees, employee data, employees are there, which are stored in a table. Okay. Now what I can do rather than I see, let's say probably there will be let's say 500 employees. I cannot type 500 employees or 5,000 500 employees in the list. What I want to do, I just want to use this table and display all those values. That also I can do. Okay. Which means I'm going to call this table. Probably this is let's say per employees per people. Probably okay. I'm just giving an example. Per people. Okay. So which means what I'll do, I'll select star from and I'll call this table name and system gives everything based on the columns. This is also possible. So now to answer the question, these are the three ways how we can what do you call bring the or display the data. On top of that, you can decide do you want to make sure they enter only numbers or alphanumerical or only the alphabets. That's also you can enter. Okay. Now, what you're saying is probably you have somewhere data in sales order and you want to bring at the item level. Is that you're saying?
Yes.
Uh, yeah,
Yes. You are right.
correct. Correct. So which means now let's say for example, where so you're creating a DFF at the item level or sales order level, where you want to create.
I want to create in the sales order only.
Okay, so
That
which means you have a here you have let's say item type. Okay. item type, you are creating this probably at the sales order level. Now, what is that you want to do? You want to call this item. Is that you're saying?
Yeah, yes.
So this can be possible using a SQL table. Basically, what you can do, you can identify the table name for the items, EGP system items probably. Okay, EGP system items. Based on the table, you have item tables. Okay. Now, based on that, what system will do? It will display, see where item is stored in one of the column, which is nothing but item number or item type. But you want only item type, right? So what you can do, you can just call out this column and system will display all the item types and you can select from there.
Okay.
To answer your question using SQL table, you can do this.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Yeah, will you show all these things in the coming?
Yeah, so
further?
I'm going to correct. So what we'll do, we'll create value set. One segment we'll put this one as value set. Okay, this one will say value set. Values drop down. This one, it's a free text. I can enter anything. Free text. Free text. Okay, this one location owned by. Okay, then we'll create this also values. What we'll say will drop down. The last one, what we'll do, we'll say. I'll say employee. Okay, I'm just giving an example, okay, to just show you how this works. Okay, we'll put correct. We'll use this. Clear?
Yes, it's clear.
So what I'm going to do? So you understood what is the use of DSFF, right? So descriptive flex field is a concept that is available in Oracle Cloud. Again, this concept is available in the EPS also. So what it will do, it will allow you to capture some additional information on the pages. Those are custom fields. Okay, you need to enable that and you have to use it. Correct? So what I'm going to do? So for this testing purpose, I'm going to use this. Okay? So currently, we don't see anything here. It's just blank additional information. Now I'm going to create few. Let me just go to the table. You asked for SQL, right? Let me search this one. So to access backend, right? So you don't need to download anything. All you need to go to, okay, let me show you the navigation. So we have a separate session on OT and reports, how to create a report. I'm going to show you that, but for now, I'm just giving an example. I'm just going to show you. Hello, click on tools, click on reports and analytics, click on browse catalog. Okay, then you will see this catalog page. Okay, then click on this create. The bunch of options. Okay, to create a SQL or access tables, click on the data model. Enter necessary start.
Pramod, do we have any provision to get to know about all these tables, Oracle standard tables? And
Yes, there is a docs.oracle.com. I'm going to show you that also.
okay.
Good question. You don't have to remember everything. So I'm going to show you that how to navigate to that. Okay. See this docs.oracle.com. Docs.oracle.com. When you click on this, right, the title directly takes you to that page. It shows everything for you. Now, if I click on here, so currently I'm in HRMS, but in case if you see, you also have inventory also. I'll just type this. Okay, I'll just give you inventory or definition. I'm just searching for one, and it will directly take you to the home page. These are all for supply chain management. See, clear? So you can see here on my left side, it shows everything. Cost management, all the modules it will show you. Inventory management, landed cost, maintenance, order management, planning. See this on the right side? These are all the supply chain modules, and if you click one of them, it ideally takes you to that. It opens, it expands and displays everything. If I open, see this is inventory management. It displays all the tables for me. See, these are the tables. You don't have to remember, but there are a few tables that you need to remember in case if you're writing some backend codes. Let's say arc parameter definitions. In case if you don't know, also probably you can come to this page and you can search it. Clear?
Yes, Pramod.
I'm looking for the column called name. Just give me a minute. If it is not here, we have to use the other table. Full name. Person names. Each table stores different values. Okay? All right. See this? Now this table displays all the employee names. Display full name, list name, order name. Okay. So what my requirement is, I want to display full name. Okay. Using this table. Now, what I'll do? First, I'm going to create DFF. To create DFF, click on the user, click on setup and maintenance. Setup and maintenance. Okay. Then search for manage inventory descriptive flexibility. Inventory descriptive flexibility. Okay. If you know the offering, you can directly search here, or you can just click on this task pane and click on search. This is global search, okay? And you can search. In case if you know the full task name, you can enter, or if you in case if you don't know the full task name, partial characters, if you know, just enter that inventory. It displays everything. Anything that meets the search criteria, it will display. Now click on inventory description. Flexibility. Now click on search. When you click on search, right, there will be a lot of, descriptive flexibility which will be displayed. These are all, we can capture different DFFs at different pages, right? So our requirement is to capture only on the inventory operation. That is our requirement. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do, I need to find what is for inventory operations. You also have something called as lots, sub inventories, okay, or inventory attributes, right? So what I'll do, I want to search for organization. So in case if you don't know what is the name, you can just put percentage or percentage. This is how it is. See in Oracle, whatever in Oracle, right? In case if you don't know, or if you know only the partial characters, you put percentage and percentage. Then it displays everything that contains the word percentage. Or if you enter this percentage, okay. So let's say for example, if you put percentage and percentage, anything that is any word that is available with word contains, basically it is like contains, it displays everything. If you have invented, or it displays like this. But if you put percentage in the front, which means it will display anything that ends with organization. Okay. If you put percentage like this in the at the back, which means it begins with. This is like contains, This is ends with, this is starts with. Okay, that's how you can use percentage. Okay, but again, in case if some pages have a restriction where you have to make sure at least enter one of the field. Okay, now I see this organization parameters. Now my requirement is I want to make sure I capture some additional information here. Additional information here. Okay, let's say for example, in case if you don't know how to get what diff of page, or probably in case if you want to know, there are a lot of flex fields. How do I know which is the diff that I have to enter or which is the diff that I have to select? Now there's something called as highlight flex fields. Click on the user, click on highlight flex fields. Now what system will do? In most of the pages we have this option. Okay, so let's see this. Highlight flex fields. Highlight flex fields. Okay, now I go to setup and maintenance. Let me search this again. Manage inventory automation. Okay, that's manage organization. So the difference between this edit and manage organization parameters, if you click on edit, right, it takes you to the definition page first. Okay, then you need to click on next. But if you click on manage organization parameters, it directly take you to the parameters. That's the difference. Okay, now I click on this additional information. Oh, it's not showing up. Ideally, what it will do, this functionality, when you click on highlighted flex fields, it will tell you what is the DFF here, and from there you can set up. Let's create this first. Okay. Now organization parameters. Now I click on this edit because we need to make sure we want to add some additional fields, right? Now use something called as global and context. Global is nothing but it displays on the page itself. Context is nothing but you create a context. Under that you have all the DFFs. Okay. For now, let's create segments here. Okay. So my requirement is first I want to capture these fields: inventory type, inventory capacity, location owned or operated by or employee in charge. Okay, these fields. Inventory type. Okay, so I'll just inventory type. Now wherever you see API name defaults, these are for technical purpose. Wherever you see code on any page, make sure you don't use space. Fill the space with dot or underscore, or don't even put in space here, because space is considered as a character. It's a best practices not to use spaces in code. Okay, so just mention. Okay, so inventory type in code here you can enter the description. So wherever you see star, which means you are going to enter that field. Okay, description capture. This is just for your reference purpose to capture inventory type. Inventory. Make sure this is enabled. Okay, make sure this is enabled. Okay, data. What I want to do, I want to just capture the character, which means alphanumeric. I can capture anything here. Okay. Now this is called as attributes, which means now on the header level, right? These fields, whatever the fields that you are selecting, right? Those fields are called as attributes. This is called as an attribute 1, attribute 2, attribute 3, attribute 4. But if you have a field, something called as, let's say, inventory organization, or else I'll put like this: warehouse establishment date. I'm just giving an example. A warehouse establishment date. Now, the moment you say this is the date that you want to capture, let's say that you want to capture a date, because if you see here, right, you have character, number, date, and time. Okay, so you can use anything. Now, if I use date, system will change this one, attribute 1. See this? Which means this is not, these are all the attributes, but attribute type is date here. These are all called as attributes, but this attribute type is date. That is the reason it shows you date. But if you select number, see, it shows number. This is an attribute, but it's a number. And if you select date and time, it changes. Timestamp, see? Depends upon the nature of the attributes, system will display the table value. These are all actually used for any reporting purpose. In case if you want to use, you can use this one. Right? So character. So this attributes, these fields are called as attributes, and depends upon the nature of the attributes. You're going to select if it is a character, number, or date and time. Based on that, this will change. Clear? Clear?
Yes, Pramod.
Okay. Now inventory type is one attribute that we are creating now. Now you got local and international. Let's say these are the two values that you want to create. Correct? Which is a drop down. Which moment I go to that field, I want to see those fields, right? So for that, these fields have to be maintained somewhere so that I can use those fields. Correct? So that is called as a value set. That is called as a value set. What value set will do? It will hold the values, which means it will capture, it will store the values, whatever you are creating, and you are using that value set here. Is that clear? Okay. Now, for now, we have local and international. Those are the two fields that we have, right? Those fields you cannot enter anywhere here. You have to enter a value set. That value set will have the values. Okay. For now, I don't say anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this create a value set. I'll say ABC. I'm just giving some prefix to. See, it's always advisable. Or it's a best practice to make sure that in case if you're creating a value set, make sure that you have that prefix so that you know it is customer. Okay, ABC inventory type. Description you can enter this module. Okay.
Pramod, again, like for value set code, you are like gave that space, so it should
This
be
is
like
okay. Yeah, this should be okay. Inventory management. Okay. You have format, independent, dependent, subset table. Okay, format is nothing but basically it's a free text for you. So for this, we are going to use the free text. Okay, and for independent, in case if you want to capture the values, I'm going to use independent, which means you are going to maintain the values independently. Okay, so here I'm going to select character. Okay, so here I'm going to select, let's say for example, text. How many maximum length? Probably, what is the maximum length? How many characters it should hold? Probably I'll just say 20. Okay, then I select. Here you have something called as uppercase only. What is uppercase only? Which means, in case if you enter lowercase also, it will show always in the uppercase. Okay, I click on save. Then I click on manage values. Now this inventory type is the value set. I'm going to add value set. The first one is local. Local. I'll just put some local organization. Okay. Then make sure this is enabled. Okay. Then I'm going to have international. Okay. Then 7 rows. That's it. So what we did, we just created the attribute and we have created a value set for that one, and see it populated now here ABC values, ABC inventory type, and this attribute, this value set has got 2 values. Now, do you want to make this required or not? Probably, see these are all the attributes, but for example, you want to make one of the field as mandatory, then what you can do, you can enable this option, or else it's not required. Clear? Clear? Right? So prompt is nothing but, let's say for example, though you have selected your inventory type, but here whatever you give, that will be actually displayed. That will actually display on the screen. It's like a label name. Clear? Okay. These are all list of values, display size, which means now this attribute, this is the attribute, and this attribute, what is the space that you want to display? I'll just put 20. 20 meaning, it just displays. For example, now what's the length of this character? Let's say this field 15, which means this is a 15, right? So how many values does it store? This is international. If you say international, right? International. Certain characters, which means if I put 15, it will be, sorry, it will display the text box which can accommodate, which displays 15 characters. Okay. Now read only means it will not allow you to do enter anything. It just displays the field with grayed out, and it will be grayed out. And then you have something called as BI enable. What this will do when you go to OTB reports or BI, right? If you don't enable this, this field will not be displayed there. Okay. Then click on save and close. All right. Now you got inventory type. First attribute is created. Now second attribute, inventory capacity. Okay, it's a number. Okay, so just say we'll copy this. It's going to be number. So the moment I select number, see it displays number for me. Okay. Now I'm going to create a value set, and this is a free text. I want to enter a free text. Okay. So value set ABC inventory capacity. Description is optional. If you want to enter, you can enter, or else not required. Okay. Inventory management objective. Validation. This is format, which means format meaning it's a free text. Okay. And click on save and close. Okay. Minimum maximum value, if you want to enter, you can enter. But for now, let's keep this as a free text and click on save and close. Clear? Right. So now inventory capacity and price. Okay. Inventory intents, which means I'm going to I'm going to enter the field, that number, and that number is nothing but it's denoted in tons. That's it. I just mentioned in tons. Okay. Here also mentioned tons. Okay. Then I mentioned this one. I'll remove this one. Okay. Though it says inventory capacity, but my prompt says inventory capacity tons. Okay. Now click on save and close. This is also done. Now the third one I've got location. Okay, so I'll put it's the same thing again. Okay, local. So okay, location node. Okay. It's a character again. Okay. It shows attribute 2 because we already have attribute 1 for inventory type, right? So it shows attribute 2 now. So I'm going to create a value set now. Okay. ABC.
Pramod,
Yes.
can we select attributes manually as well in case I use?
Correct. You can select that one. You can select that one.
Okay.
You can select that one. Yeah. Validation type. This is a free. So you want to maintain the values, which means it is independent. Character. Text. Okay. So my insurance probably 50. Okay. Save, manage values. Okay. That will just save. Cell phone. Company owned. So company. Also put list. List. Got it? All right. Okay. Now you got all these values. Inventory location. No value. All this are location. Right. Okay. This is all good. Now I'm going to click on send close. Now the last attribute is warehouse establishment. I'm going to select this one. With a space and then not enter in underscore. Okay, you can have underscore dot or no spaces. Okay. This would be my date. See, it changes to attribute one. Okay, so now here I'm going to select. See again, seeded attribute, seeded value sets are also available. You can use that one, but whenever you create this one, you use your own value set. Okay. Date. Okay. Value this not required. 7 close. Okay, you're done. 7 close. So you got inventory type, inventory capacity, location, warehouse. Okay. Okay, then what you need, the last one, employee in charge, right? This will use this. How many have got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add one more thing. Employee type, employee in charge. Okay, so here we'll use SQL. Okay, so I'll say character, and here create a value set. ABC employee in charge. Okay, inventory. Now I'm going to select table. I'm just going to select table and character. All right. So let's try this. What it asks me, it is saying from clause, which means if I go here, right? See this? It is saying from. From means this is the table name. Copy this table name. Paste it here. Got it? Wherever you see star, it is spelled star. Value column. So ideally, what column you need? Let's see that. Where is the value stored for the employee? Full name. Okay, I'm going to copy that. Oh, what's this? Okay. Full name. Full name. Okay. It's taking time. Okay. Let's start from full name. Okay. This is the column that capture or that stores employee names. Okay. I'm going to use this full name. The rest of all, see again you can put a lot of conditions here. Let's say for example, you don't want to display everything. Probably you want to display only the effective persons or probably anything that is name type as global. That is what I keep. So we'll put this because if you see here, right, person ID, where person ID is equal to this. This table stores based on the different languages it displays. Oh, lot of countries. Okay. Why? Because you have multiple records, because it is based on the name type, and there is something region, I guess. Object version, that's okay. So what we'll do, we'll set, if you want to write a condition, basically if you want to write a condition, I'll put like this, okay, where, see, I'm writing this condition, where condition, which means I'm displaying only percentage and type is equal to global, which means anything that matches with this, it displays this. See, now it displays only few records where the name type is global. Okay. So I'm going to say this as, in case if you want, this is the additional, criteria you want to use, or order by also if you want, how you want to sort the order, sort the fields. Okay. Where clause is another one. If you want to put, you can put this one where name type is equal to global. I'm just going to copy this. Yeah. Okay. And order by name using full name, order by full name. You can also put like this, which means it sorts based on the full name. Okay, then I click on save close. Save close. ABC employee charge cannot be assigned to the globals in application validation charges. Must have a data type that is compatible with it, which no longer okay. What is this error? Maximum length must be no longer okay. Hang on one second. Yeah, this is an issue with the value set. It is compared, should be compared to the data type and maximum. Okay. You can create value sets from here, or you can also, go to setup and matrix and you can create from there also. Let me search that. This is character. Okay. Attribute 3. The value sets.
Pramod, value set itself is global, right? I mean, if you see here, it is showing manage inventory value sets. Yeah, here, right? If you see manage inventory value sets, right? In case if we are in order management, do we need to search with manage order management value set?
See, again, if there is a direct setup, manage value set, so you can go and search everywhere.
Yeah,
So the model. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Why it's not responding? But you understood the concept, right? How to create the value set for table list.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. It's not responding.
Pramod, let's suppose we have selected that manage inventory value set. Okay.
Okay.
And when we are going to create a value set, there one more option is there, that the validation type, and then some module or something is over there for the inventory, or like
You
for
can use
in.
common. Yeah, you can use common or just inventory basically. If it is for that. Yes. Oh, lost it. It's saying we cannot be set to the global segment because let that be.
See, code. This code is there, na, emp underscore charge. It should be get changed. Like it's already over there in table. So I would
No, that's okay.
suggest.
No, this one
I
we are using
I would
first time.
suggest please change this, na. This code name. I think so. It would.
This one you're saying?
Yes.
No, that has nothing to do with the same thing. In case if you're already using the existing one, it will tell you that it's already there.
It's a issue with the length, I guess.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what. Because that attribute is actually this attribute will capture. If you see right, full name.
It's a
Just
2000. Yeah.
yeah. So that is the reason it and it cannot capture that much length, right? That's the reason it's throwing it.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see what are the other. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me take a different value set. We want just the value set, right? Just let me try with something else.
Even we have name in first name, last name as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If you can take anything else. First name will take once. Okay. We'll try to see if it works or not. Oh, it's not even with the watch it. CMB. System. Yeah, and put the first one. So it took, okay, basically, as I said, right, it's a length issue. So it took no. Okay. Now I click on send close. So the first thing what we did, write the steps. First of all, identify the DFF, create DFF. Okay. DFF, and you can choose value set or value set with basically values or free text, whatever it is, or table based. Once this is done, what you need to do, you need to deploy DFF. What you need to do, you need to deploy. See now, the first one says tick. You see the tick mark here, right? Which means the status is completed. For here, it doesn't say anything. If I click on it, right, it says edited mode. Now make sure click on action and deploy flex field, or you click on this deploy flex field. This is a mandatory step. So what it will do, whenever you create a DFF, what system will do? It will take the values and it will deploy, it will display in sync. It will display in the on the pages. Okay. Now click on OK. Everything it shows. Now, if there are any errors, it will display. Click on OK. Click on done. Now I'll navigate back to my inventory automation. Manage inventory automation. Dallas. Additional information. See this? Now I see additional informations. Clear? Guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brahma.
Now if I click on employee, see international local, you get this. Inventory capacity tons, probably I'll set 11. Location owned by. Owned by, you can say company lease self. Establishment date, I can capture this information. Probably this is okay, 7th. Employee. Now, if I click on employee, right, it displays everything for me. See, now we didn't had any. Okay, so if you click on this one, right, drop down, it displays all the employees. So we didn't add the condition, right, where location, employee type, use type,
Yeah,
right? So it
global.
displays. So basically, see, I can, um, I just want to show you how you can use this table in the value set. Okay, so you can write more conditions also, then it will work. Okay, now it displays everything. This is table based. Clear?
Yes, Pramod. I'm just talking about one hypothetical condition, Pramod. Let's suppose we need to add some field and which is not available in this create segment or something. Okay.
That is what we
So
are creating. We have created now. DFF, that is what we created, custom fields. Okay, sorry, I missed the question. What is the question?
no, got it.
Okay, so now these fields are not standard, right? This is something what you have created to capture additional information. Okay, now if you see, right, inventory turns, we mentioned that it should be only number. The moment you enter anything, any alphanumeric, right, it doesn't take it. If you take, let's say, T500, it doesn't take it. T60, it doesn't take it. It is expecting you to enter only number. See, the format is incorrect. The format of the number must match this pattern. So which means you should always enter only number.
So
If you
decimal also it will take.
yeah, I think it should, because we have set it. Yeah, it is taking. Decimals also it is taking. Anything that is a number, it will take. Clear?
Yes, Pramod.
This is how you capture. Again, none of them are mandatory. So these are all options. So if in case if you enter, it's okay. If you don't enter, also system doesn't stop you. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
In which table it will store, Pramod?
This is in your organization definitions parameter settings.
Okay.
Okay, let me check that. Okay. I want to highlight this one. I want to show you. Highlight flexibles. Why it is not? Ideally, what it does, it will highlight this and it will tell you what is the flex field navigation, basically flex field name. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me go to sub inventories and see. Favorable. Oh, you wanted the table name also, right? Let me do one thing. This is stored in parameters v. Parameters. Let me search this. See this? I'm talking about this one. See, highlighted in information and tools. Manohar, can you see this? So what I did, I've highlighted flex fields, which means on the screen, it will tell you where is your flex fields, basically, and it will highlight. And when you click on this tool, it directly takes you to that page. So you don't have to remember what is this, what is the flex field. See this? Inventory, secondary, sub inventories. Clear?
Yeah.
So that's how you can identify what is your descriptive flex field. Okay. Now, let me. You have to search with Dallas, right? Organization code. Where is our organization code? Organization code is there. What's the organization code? Do you remember? Let's go to that. Which Dallas it is. DWS or Dallas? DWS. Yeah. DWS. International, right? So let me copy this. See, it is stored in attribute 1, attribute 2, attribute 3 value. See that?
Yeah, bro.
So you have all these attributes. Now, if you see establishment date, also somewhere it will see attribute 1, establishment date.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, this is where you can review the data. All right. Any questions, guys?
I'm good, bro.
Okay. Sunil, Siddharth, any questions?
No problem.
All right. So tomorrow I'm going to speed up on key flex fields and key flex fields. EFF we'll see when we actually see the order management. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you all.
you.
Thanks.
Thanks.